HealthTrack Sports Wellness is a very positive community of people, many of which have been Glen Ellen residents for years and have been members for an extended length of time.
I'm John Kaminsky. I've been a Glen Ellen resident now for about 21 years and noticed today that I've been a HealthTrack member for exactly 10 years to the day.
Many HealthTrack members follow a workout regimen on multiple days of the week. Whether it be lifting weights, using the cardio equipment, or taking a class, members here find something to suit their needs. John has made it a point to work out almost daily for over 2 decades.
I've been focused on getting a just about daily workout in now for roughly 25 years. I started jogging every morning. That lasted about 17 years until my knees began to get creaky and a little on the sore side, and got some advice that it would be advantageous to do less intensive exercise. So after looking at a couple of local options, I was very impressed with the friendliness at HealthTrack and the variety of opportunities for fitness, and have always been very pleased with that choice.
After 10 years of membership at HealthTrack, John has seen many changes from 2006 until today.
The biggest change or evolution that I've noticed is that as I've been a member for a number of years, I've gotten to know more people and build some relationships. And that's unquestionably the biggest change that I've seen. More on the superficial side. Within the last several years, there have been a variety of renovations. And I think the club has done an excellent job of keeping current in terms of a nice, bright, and cheery appearance, and competitive in terms of the variety of programs that are offered.
Everything was going well for John. He loved his health club, took his health seriously. What could go wrong? It just goes to show that trouble can strike anyone, at any time, when they least expect it. And on January 2nd, 2015, that's exactly what happened.
After a moderate workout, my recollection is that it was primarily elliptical. I went into the shower room, and the next thing that I can recall, I woke up on the floor being attended to by several members of the HealthTrack team, as well as several paramedics.
While in the men's shower, John had collapsed, going into a sudden cardiac arrest. A code was called over HealthTrack intercom, informing employees of the emergency. Chris Schobel and Mark Rosenstein were the first 2 employees on the scene and immediately began administering CPR.
I don't really recall very much about what happened until I reached the hospital, at which point I was very quickly given an angiogram, which determined that I had significant blockage in 4 of my arteries, and before I knew it, I was scheduled for a quadruple bypass the very next morning.
John was out of commission for a few months. When he finally returned to HealthTrack, he sought out to Chris and Mark to thank him for saving his life and to learn what happened that day.
My memory picks up again after becoming conscious again, and until I was able to really sit down and fill in some missing pieces with a couple of the people on the HealthTrack team here, about 4 months later, it really took that long to have a full appreciation for what really took place.
According to John's cardiologist, having periods where your memories go blank is completely normal in this situation. During the months that followed, John was able to appreciate how fortunate he was to survive.
I did some research after being released from the hospital and having a period of recovery. And what I was surprised to learn is that the overall likelihood of somebody that experiences sudden cardiac arrest is that unless they're in a facility such as a health club or a medical facility where people are trained and the equipment is readily accessible to react, that the likelihood of ever leaving the hospital alive is about 10 to 11%. It jumps to the low 30s in a facility such as a health club where there are trained people and the necessary AED equipment. I feel extremely fortunate that what happened to me happened here.
Even though the event occurred at HealthTrack, John says he has no fear associated with the club. If anything, he is more regular and more involved than ever.
first opportunity that I had to go through the CPR training myself, I did the summer of 2015. And I encourage anyone and everyone to consider doing the same, because we never know when somebody that we care for and love will need very quick support.
While taking this class, John learned that every staff member at HealthTrack is required to be current on their CPR certification. He takes comfort knowing we have a well-trained staff that is prepared for emergencies.
Knowing that everyone on the staff here is trained to react in different types of emergencies is an added benefit that I'm guessing not everyone is aware of that comes here.
Since the incident, John has made a couple of fundamental changes in his life. He has lost about 20 pounds. He has increased his efforts in the gym. He has been very diligent about his diet. But most importantly, he has a changed outlook on life.
I treat every day as a blessing, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't give thanks for the opportunity to fully enjoy and appreciate life without any restrictions or adverse effects.